10 or 15 friendly sea creatures. Figured we'd go on a lighter tone today since Soph is with us. And being angry all the time is not worth it.
To a surprisingly pleasant species of shark. Here are the 15 friendliest sea creatures around the world.
Not bad though. You saw a pattern on it. Oh god, it's this guy. I didn't even recognize that it was the alien.
Number 15. Manta Ray. The sea ray family is, it's fair to say, a mixed bag of friendliness.
So can you just like pet them?
Some, like stingrays, can be nasty, mean little things that will kill you the first chance they get. Others, like the manta ray, are quiet, peaceful, and incredibly friendly.
What was that inside of him? Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Tell him to open.
Don't even tell him to open, like I have control over this manta ray from the past.
Others, like them.
What?
What is that? What are those? Gills? Those lines.
It's just the inside of his mouth. I don't know.
Well, the inside of my mouth doesn't look like that. There has to be an explanation or an evolutionary.
I don't know ray anatomy. I don't think it's gills. That'd be way too big. Yeah, it could just be bones.
They'll kill you with kindness. Whew, I apologize for that.
They fucking fly?
Yeah, that's what it looks like, but no, they don't fly. I'm sorry.
What am I looking at right now?
They just they just jumped out of the water really fast.
But they're flapping.
They continue to flap, I guess, but they can't.
So do you think evolutionary, one day they'll be able to?
No.
They don't need that. But what if what do they eat?
They're filter feeders. Just tiny
Would they
stuff.
eat birds?
They would not eat birds.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, like, if they ate birds, that might be something that they could...
This is actually... You don't just go straight from water to air. The steps to going from the ocean to on land are you need to be able to hold yourself up. So you need strong fins, which is why lobe-finned fishes are the ones that went on the land because they have bones in their fins. The prerequisites to being on land are you need to be able to walk and you need to be able to breathe. So these guys have no way of really taking in atmospheric oxygen, so it would take a lot of new structures in the order to be able to breathe.
You'd probably be forgiven for assuming it's one of the evil members of the Ray family, but you'd be wrong.
What evil members of the Ray family are
What's the difference between a manta ray and a stingray?
They're different.
Okay, thank you.
They have a big wide open mouth on the front and they ram. So they just swim forward.
Oh, you're right. And a stingray has like that little like
horn-shaped fins. The manta ray is actually famous for.
Kind of looks like a catfish.
Because they have the big open mouths. I think also, since this Friday will be the locomotion lecture in ichthyology. If you watch my ichthyology videos, quick ichthyology lesson: oscillation versus undulation.
Period.
Oscillation. Less than half a wave on a fin,
Period.
right? So there's only a high and a low point, and it never goes back to either. So manta rays, look, on a single fin, there's a high and a low point, right? It's oscillating, right? But on a stingray, they fucking wavy all over the place.
Okay.
That's undulation.
Why do they gotta make such a fucking crazy, stupid ass words?
For its peaceful and quiet nature, the manta ray is one of the lesser known and underappreciated members of the Ray family, though it...
Lesser known and underappreciated? I'm pretty sure manta ray is the only ray that people know.
People know stingrays.
Not really. Not in comparison to manta rays.
Manta rays isn't the one that killed Steve Irwin, though. People know stingrays because it killed Steve Irwin, big time.
But I feel like, okay, yeah. Outside of that, manta rays are definitely like the...
Manta daddy.
Yeah, it's the only ray that people like.
While we generally think of sharks as killing machines, the whale shark's diet...
Tiger sharks, when they're younger, have like the
pattern.
Like a tiger pattern. It's more like a stripe. This is clear dots.
I see.
The bottlenose dolphin is one of the most beloved and popular sea creatures in the world, known for their fierce intelligence and appealing charisma.
I did not know dolphins breathe.
And of course, they're
like normal people. Like normal mammals.
Dolphins are mammals. They're aquatic mammals.
Thank God.
But like,
I'm so scared.
Okay, but think about this. Have you ever seen a dolphin go to the surface and go, and then come down?
I just assumed I hadn't seen it before.
No, they just stick the blowhole out. It's really convenient. They just stick out the top of their back.
That's kind of hot.
Number 12. Pacific gray whale. A whale probably wouldn't be the first friendly sea creature you'd think of. Sure, but the Pacific...
Hi, I'm a fish biologist and I've never heard of a fucking whale.
Pacific gray whale has...
What are whales, babe?
I know that this... I'm gonna shut up now.
However, with the end of commercial whaling, the gray whale began approaching small boats and doing so peacefully.
Barnacles.
In
That's
fact,
a cuss word in SpongeBob.
It's a real thing. It's like a little creature that lives.
Yeah, but that's what they say when they cuss at people. Oh, barnacles.
Yeah, but it's like part of the skin, so you can't remove it. It's like kind of like a pimple, but way worse. It's like basically like imagine you grew an extra ear.
That'd be sick.
Because people are like, oh, we'll just shave it off.
You talking shit on me.
When am I talking shit on you?
Always.
On our planet, only 3 have ever been recorded as having
the thing I love about fish is he has a colony just
of hammerhead sharks on our planet. Only 3 have ever been recorded as having attacked a human.
How would they protect him though?
Well, they just like use him as like a a body to hide
cool
behind.
with it?
Well, I think if they're
should we get him a security shirt?
They also because when you're small, it's really another locomotion lecture. That's going to be on Friday.
Well, Zach just
when
had a
you're
stroke.
a small fish, it's really hard to swim because water's really viscous. So if you have someone swimming in front of you, you kind of just follow in their wake. It's way easier. But yeah, they oftentimes will like eat off like parasites and stuff like that. So he gets cleaned, and they get a free ride.
So it's a...
What are you gonna say?
What kind of relationship?
Symbiotic?
Symbiotic relationship.
Again, only if you're a trained diver. So, get training, guys. By and large, the hammerhead shark is not as aggressive as its reputation would suggest. As I mentioned earlier, there's a surprisingly low number of recorded incidents of a hammerhead attack, making this one of the friendliest sharks in the water. Number 10.
Well, no. It may have very few attacks, but in comparison to other sharks, it has one of the most attacks.
Really?
Yeah, there are sharks that have never even gone fucking, like, looked at a person.
Like what?
They're like lemon sharks and nurse sharks are really nice. The reef sharks are very nice. Why are you making that look? They're sweet boobies. Nurse sharks.
Have you guys ever heard Zach do baby talk? Because you just did.
We gotta go.
Pink Amazon River Dolphin.
No human being has ever interacted with an Amazon River dolphin. He just added it because it's cool. How would you know if it's friendly? It's just a dolphin.
I bet there's gonna be videos of humans interacting with them.
You wanna bet?
Yeah.
I wanna bet, by interacting I mean touching.
Okay.
If a human being touches a pink dolphin in this video, what? You get to pick which one we watch next.
We already have what we're watching next. All right, deal.
But when they do warm up to human interaction, they're easily one of the friendliest animals you could hope to meet. While Amazon dolphins may not be quite as sociable as their sea equivalents, and that's just the fishermen. We haven't even gotten into the problem with hunters. Thankfully, the Brazilian Institute of Environment and Renewable Natural Resources has permanently banned the killing of this incredible animal, protecting them from that tragic fate. The pink Amazon River dolphin.
You need to chill. This dolphin is a nothing to you. You're just mad because I was right. And I get that. I understand. I empathize with that. But shut the fuck up.
But has long been known, the beluga whale pod is generally made up of anywhere between 2 and 25 individuals.
What is wrong with this child? It looks like a grown-ass man. He looks like he could be the president of China. Literally, look at the way he's a grown-ass man.
Look at his hair.
He's got the one hair, like, that's really like the cartoon character hair, where it's like the singular curled hair on top of the head.
He's like, I swim with belugas.
This kind of enthusiastic socializing makes them one of the most peaceful and least aggressive species of animal you can find beneath the surface. While we've already covered just how peaceful and sociable the beluga whale is.
Anywhere in that range.
Their forehead is actually capable of changing shape and moving, helping it to make a bunch of different facial expressions. Even some humans can't do that. Number 5. Manatee.
I've never met a human who could morph their head to change their expression. What humans are you interacting with that can do that?
Number 4. Otter. If
Nope.
you venture into the wild, you'll
Not
find that the
friendly.
majority of animals are more than content to leave humans
I love
alone.
Otters.
Otters are not friendly. Otters are fucking
Zach said that he'll get me a river otter.
in arc, not in real life.
No, in real life.
We're not getting a river
Why?
otter.
If you get
They
a
have
duck,
the-
then I get a river otter.
They have the devil in them, and that is not even comparable. Ducks are pure joy and happiness.
That's not
Otters
true.
are
Not always.
evil. I've never met a duck that I did not like.
Yeah, well, have you ever met a goose?
That's not a duck.
Well, they both have beaks, so.
On the rare occasion
That
that the otter
Isn't that the
actually
giant
does approach a
Amazonian
human,
one?
they're
I watched a video about like dangerous Amazon creatures, and one of the ones it listed was the giant Amazon otter or whatever, that one that I just showed. And I was like, man, it's just a fucking otter. I mean, like, I know they're mean sometimes, but they're not the worst. And my comments were like, dude,
You have no idea.
I'm from South America. Those dudes are the devil.
killer whale is actually a
I love
friend.
orcas.
Well,
Ooh, I have a fun orca story. So in the ichthyology class that I'm taking, we had like a whole section on tagging. So like satellite tags and acoustic tags and all that. And so the way that microphones work, I don't actually know, but
Jesus.
they take in. But microphones are also capable of being speakers, and speakers are also capable of being microphones. Basically, you just like reverse the signal or something. So like this could play things out of it theoretically, and the speaker can theoretically take in audio. Right? The tags that they use to track fish that they'll like put into fish, or orcas will hear them because the acoustic tag is the same decibel level, so the same volume level as a jumbo jet, but it's outside of our frequency, so we can't hear it. But orcas can hear it, and orcas will talk back to it.
Wait, no shit.
Yeah, and they'll talk to it, and the tag has to record that because the tag's meant to record, like, it's meant to record other tags so you can see interactions between things. So the tag will record it, and the orca will just talk back and forth with it for hours, and then run the tag out of battery. So like the tag that's supposed to last 3 months will be dead in like a week because an orca had a conversation with it with just a beeping.
What?
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
That was really funny. I thought it was funny. He was like, my professor was so angry. He's like, these fucking orcas keep running down our battery by talking to our tags.
Those fuckers.
He's like, these tags are $3K a piece and they're fucking just talking to them, having casual conversations.
That's funny.
there's a legend in the culture of the Tinglet indigenous peoples that
Tinglet?
tells of a woodcarver named Nat Selene, who, with the help of an impressively insightful sea lion, carved a great whale out of wood. That whale came to life, and Nat Selene sent it to do his bidding, instructing it to kill his brothers-in-law. The whale followed the order, but Nat Selene felt so badly that he told the whale to never harm humans again. So you can thank the Tinglet people for peaceful orcas, while the orca could easily kill.
He had a whale. First of all, he did like the fucking doodle bob thing and drew a whale on a rock and it came to life. And then he told it to kill his in-law. And he was like, oh, my bad.
Oops.
Be friendly, and that's why orcas are friendly. It couldn't just be that they're an intelligent species that doesn't want to harm humans.
It has to be some
It's fucking Doodle Bob whale felt bad about killing the in-law.
Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob whale felt bad about killing the in-law.
Number 1.
Number one
Yorico.
friendliest.
The bond between man and nature
very
cannot
specific
be
fish.
understated. Which of these animals
I mean, Soph's cat is freaking the fuck out. Like, you guys probably can't hear it because the mic's not gonna pick it up, but literally in the background for the last 5 minutes has been, ah!